Hello everybody, welcome to our yoga practice this afternoon, and it really has been a glorious sunny weekend, so I hope it's sunny where you are or where you've been. Today, side bending. Side bending is lateral stretches. That's one of my most favourite practices. We never ever open up the sides of the body. We don't go backwards very much and we don't twist much, we just forward all the time and end up like this. So I love to open up areas not often stretched and make space there. More space through the sides of the ribs, through the sides of the lungs, and very beneficial for our breath, for a more effective, fuller breath. Opening up the muscles between the ribs, the intercostal muscles. If they're tight, we can have a poor posture and neck and shoulder pain. And also these lateral stretches help to tone and strengthen our abdominal muscles, tone our abdominal organs and our digestive organs, and improve our digestive functions and elimination and our metabolism. So what I really love about yoga is it's such a holistic practice, isn't it? Works internally as well as externally. So let's take time to settle, to arrive. Sit comfortably, it doesn't have to be cross-legged. Shut your eyes and allow yourself this time. Even if you've only got 1 hour or so in your day, make it this one. Turn your gaze inwards and take time to check in with yourself. How do you feel today? Physically? Mentally, emotionally? How are you? It's very rarely we stop and say hi to ourselves, isn't it? So just acknowledge how you are feeling and go with that. Don't try to change anything or do anything about it. And slowly start to tune into the breath. Feel your lovely straight spine. Sit up a bit taller. And as you breathe in, lengthen through your spine. Breathing in, lengthening from the roots all the way up to the crown of the head. As you breathe out, you soften. It's a downward flow of energy. So as we breathe in, we're drawing the energy up. It's called prana, the upward flow of energy. And as you breathe out, it's apana, the downward flow. You can feel that, can't you? The in-breath lifting you up and the out-breath relaxing back. Stay with the breath. And keep your breath just natural. Don't force anything or try to change anything. But as you breathe in, feel the ribs expanding to the sides as well as the front and the back. Feel the breath moving in and out of the lungs, in the front and back body, but also in the sides of the lungs. Feel the breath in the back, especially that area between your shoulders. Keep your shoulders relaxed, keep your jaw relaxed. Great, and then very slowly bring your attention back and check you're sitting comfortably. You can always change the position of your legs. Stretch up into the air, grow tall. And bend your elbows and fold your arms. So this one can be a little bit awkward, this position. And we're going to stretch over to your right. Keep the arms back. Root down through your left sitting bone and feel the space you're making as you hang out there. And relax with the breath. Keep the length through the underside of the body, through your right side as well. Good. I'm going to reach up. Let's go over to your left and stretch through the right side. Draw the right elbow back. Feel the space you're making through the right ribs as you root down with your right sitting bone. Breathe well into the right lung. Keep the neck relaxed. It can be a bit difficult on the balance, can't it? Then reach up and lengthen through the sides of the body. Visit the right side one more time. So you make this lovely bow shape through the left side of the body. And then we can release the right hand and we can make this stretch a little bit deeper. We can open up even more. I quite like to push my palm up to the ceiling, but you don't have to. You can look down, you can look ahead, you can look up. It's up to you. You can start to spin the ribs, the chest, the shoulder round. You might even bend the elbow if you want to come even deeper. Breathe well. Feel the space you're making between the ribs on the left. Keep the shoulders soft. And you've got space between the shoulder and the neck on the left side. Well done. Cradle your head in your left hand and we'll come up. And let your left ear drop over to your left shoulder. Creep your right fingers away. So we're stretching that big muscle down the side of the neck, the sternoid, cledoid, mastoid muscle. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Let your head feel heavy. Don't pull on the neck. Then tuck your chin in, look towards your outer thigh, your outer left thigh, and start to walk your right fingers back a wee bit. So you get the best stretch. And then you might just tuck your chin in a little bit more. And you might do a little bit of a nod there. Adjust to suit yourself. Heavy, heavy head. Just let go. Relax. Well done. Put your hands on your knees. Tuck your chin in. Lengthen the back of the neck. Drop the shoulders. Lift the chest up towards the chin. Lift your heart. Tuck the chin in more. Feel space through the back of the neck. Slowly lift from the crown, the brow, the gaze. And your neck's in line with the rest of your spine. And you're sitting beautifully tall. Let's just change the cross of the legs here. It might feel different. And lengthen through the side of the body. So can you change the cross of the elbow or have you forgotten? No worries if you have. Let's go with your left now. See if you're feeling a bit more spacious. After that first side, root down with your right sitting bone and hang out there. People are very tight and stuck in the waist. Going to reach up and hang out on the other side. Breathe well. And one more breath. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Up you come and lengthen. So keep the length through both sides of the body before we come once again to your left. Don't collapse through the left side. Release the left arm. Reach up if you want and push the palm up. So we need to just drop that left shoulder, maybe bend the elbow a bit, and over you go and hang out there and just feel that you can get this lovely sort of bow shape. And you let gravity, the weight of your body and your breath ease you out. You may be able to bend your elbow and come into a deeper stretch. Do what feels right for you, but push down through both sitting bones, particularly on the right side. Breathe well. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. And very gently cradle your head. Cradle your head. Come up and let your right ear drop over to your right shoulder. Soften the left side. And hang on there. Breathe well. Beautiful. I'm just going to creep your fingers away towards the back wall. Well done. Okay. That's the side a bit more. Heavy, heavy head. Stretching that big muscle down the side of the neck. And you might tuck your chin in a little bit, take a peek towards your outer thigh. Relax. Well done. Maybe if you had a little nod. Do what feels right for you. Release that posture. Roll your chin towards the centre. Cup your knees and hang out there. Lift your chest. Nice little massage for your throat. This is called the chin lock or Yarandara Bandha. Let your head feel heavy. Soften your eyes, your brow. Relax your jaw. Slowly come up. Relax the shoulders. Roll the shoulders. Ease them out and the other way. Well done. So release any support maybe, because we're going to sit with our legs out straight in front of us. This is a posture in itself called Dandasana. So your legs could be active. Keep the knees soft if you need to. Ease away any wibbly wobbly bits. So can you find those sitting bones? That's it. And sit tall. And this is called breath of joy, this little sequence. So you're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, we hinge from the hips and we fold. So go gently, stay soft, don't overdo it, watch the back. Inhale, reach up and reach up for the energy. And when you've got the energy, pull the energy down. And with the out breath, spread it around, spread the energy around. Gather back to the space of the heart. Hold the energy in the heart. And inhale, it's breath of joy. So you've got this nice little sort of curve in your mid-back, like a little smile. Exhale, hands gather at the heart. Interlink the fingers and reverse the palms and push up to the skies. You can look up at the back of the hands, but keep the neck long. Exhale, down. Hands to the floor. Inhale, lift your heart, open up your back bend even more. If you look up, lift the gaze, not the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. So you've got like a smile between your shoulders. And exhale, fold it. Well done. Let's come again. Inhaling, coming up and reaching up for the energy. And you've got it. And draw it all the way down. Spread the energy around, spread it around. Well done. Gather to the heart. Inhale, breath of joy. Exhale to the heart. Interlink the fingers and reach the sky. So think of that beautiful, long, straight spine. Keep the shoulders soft. Exhale, fingers each side of the hips. On the inhale, lift your heart. You can look up. Just imagine the neck lengthening from that space between the shoulders. A little thread attached to your breastbone, lifting you up. And then we'll hinge from the hips. Remember, you move from the hips here. Stay soft. Let's come up one more time. Breathing in and reaching for the energy. And when you've got it, draw it all the way down. Draw it down. And spread it around. Spread the energy around. And gather back. And inhale. Breath of joy. Exhale to the heart. Inhale interlink your fingers and reach the skies. Exhale, fingertips by the hips, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back, get that lovely back bend. You can look up, remember to lengthen the neck. Just imagine there's a hand between your shoulders and you can make even more space through the front of the body. Next out breath, we hinge in the hips and we fold. This time give yourself a lovely hug, take a few breaths and soften. Relax. Feel the support of the mat beneath you and follow the breath. And know that being supported by the earth and connected to the breath, following the breath, is a great foundation for your practice today. Slowly come out of that. Come over onto hands and knees. Low kneel. If your knees don't like this, just stay seated or in a high kneel. Take your hands to your heart. And breathe in. Lift up into a little baby back bend. Hook the thumbs and look up. Exhale all the way down, back to the heart. So there's 2 more of these. Inhale. Push the thighs forward, lengthen through the lower back. As much back bend that is right for you. Come back. Because I know sometimes back bends can be a bit scary, so go gently. Coming up, hold it there and look up. I'm just turning around, you stay where you are. From here, I'm going to come into a lunge. So this is going to really test your balance. So zip up your tummy muscles and very carefully step your right foot forward and let's hold a lunge there. Lift your heart, but draw the lower rib down. Lengthen your tail, so you space in your low back. Lift up your pubic bone. Lower rib draws down like there's a magnetic force between the two. Breathe well into the space of the heart. Look up if you like. Slide the shoulders down the back. And then bend the elbows and fold. Take the arms back a bit more. Maybe just hold the wrists, the elbows, or hold a little bit higher up. So making more space through the sides of the body here. Well done. Reach up, reach forward and take your hands in a right foot. So I'll turn around again so you can see me. And I'm just going to straighten that right leg. Don't lock the knee. And lunge. If you need extra support under the left knee, please stop the video and get it. And lunge. That's it, stay low. We're stretching out that big front thigh muscle in the left front thigh, the psoas muscle. Really important muscle. It joins our legs to our upper body. So I work a lot in yoga to stretch and strengthen this area. When it's weak, you can get back and hip problems. So a few more, see if you can go a little bit deeper, get a bit more yummy stretch. Well done. Let's come forward one more time. Plant your left hand down, so you may very well need a big book or a brick or a cushion or something. Or you may be able to reach the floor, it doesn't matter, whatever's right. And I'm just going to turn that right foot out, maybe if it's right for you. I always turn mine out because my knee's a bit arthritic. But what feels right for you? So put your right hand on your outer right thigh and take a peek behind you, like you're being nosy, what's going on behind you there. And then you can start to twist. You can start to think about your tummy, your ribs, your chest, your shoulder, all revolving. And then you can lift your arm if it feels right. You can always just tuck your arm around behind you if the shoulder's complaining. And breathe well. So when we're doing our postures, it's a case of rooting down so we get that good foundation. You root down, you extend, and then you express yourself. So your own expression, you might open up a little bit more into a little bit more back bend. Do what feels right and breathe well. Feel how good it is to make space through your body here with these postures. Couple more breaths. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. Well done. I'm going to take my hands just each side of that left foot. I'm going to turn around, but you'll be able to see me. That right foot, sorry, right foot. And stretch out the right leg. So you're in a nice hamstring stretch here. Maybe give the bum a little bit of a wiggle. That feels nice. Curl the toes up towards you. That might be enough for you. Keep a beautiful long spine here and gaze over your toe. I'm working just to shut the gap between my ribs and my chest on my inner right thigh. So I might just take the hand and gently push on that foot. That will just give you a little bit more stretch to the hamstring. You're opening the back of the knee, but don't lock it. Keep stretching back through your right sitting bone and sink a little bit more. Some of you might fold into a forward bend and see if you can rest your upper body on your inner right leg. My gaze is over my toes because I haven't got my chin on my shin quite yet. A way to go. Some might just walk the hands back and hang out there. Do what feels right for you, but breathe well. Go gently. Yoga is only practice, you know. And one more breath, breathing in and out. Keep that right leg straight. Just turn the toe in a bit. I'm turning towards the long edge of the mat. So I'm in this posture, Parigasana, the gate. You might want to take support and put it on your left side. Take your right arm down your right leg. Open up to the left. Reach up to the sky and over you come. And you're making that space. Brilliant. And you can push the palm up or down. Try to keep the shoulders squared off. And that right foot, it can be facing the front, it can be a bit out to the side, whatever feels comfortable for you. And like we did before with our side bend, we'll hang out there with the breath. We'll use the breath and gravity and the weight of our bodies to gently ease us out and ease into this. You might even be able to get your right hand down. You might take your brick. There's tons of options here. You might curl the right toes up. You might be able to bind the foot and let go. Really enjoy the space you're making through the side of the body. It's so yummy to create space and open up places that we're not used to, isn't it? Just love these side bending postures. Couple more breaths. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. The big circle back there. So you may need support as we stretch and we take a diagonal stretch, a lateral stretch, all the way through the right side. Really push down with the outer right foot. Lengthen out the waist. Maybe a slight bend in the left elbow so you're not like that. Breathe well. You can come over a little bit of a bend there if you like. You can bow shape. Do what feels good for you. I quite like, even though I can reach the floor, I quite like to push against my brick. It gives me a bit more support. You've got choices here. Just coming forward a bit. You've got choices here. Some of you might just lift the leg off. Some of you might be able to bend the knee, hold the foot, and come into what I call tiny dancer. So I'm just sort of making a little bit more space in the ribs. It's a little bit more back bend, isn't it? I'm pushing the foot into the hand to open up my back bend. And my teacher, who's very beautiful and very flexible, says, can you put the back of your head on your foot? And I certainly can't. We're working towards that direction, aren't we? Just a direction, maybe in the next slide. And if you push the hand into the foot, you get a little bit more stretch through your quadriceps, your front thigh muscle. But if you push the foot into the hand, you get a little bit more back bend. I should do a mixture of both. I push the foot into the hand and resist a bit with the hand. A couple more breaths. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. And straighten that leg. Straighten that right leg. So we're going to come into a little modified wild thing here. I might need a break, I don't know. Look at your left foot and just turn it so your left foot is coming towards your left wrist. I think I'll take the grip. And you face in front of the mat and you open up into your wild thing. And breathe into that wonderful space you've made. And you can curl the toes up if you like, it's up to you. Breathe well. And enjoy the spaciousness of the posture. Push the hips forward. And let go, relax. Following the mantra of the breath, breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. Wonderful, come all the way down. We're going to come to a little seated posture here, so take your left hand down. Look at the left knee and take the left foot in a right thigh. So you're in, I'll turn around so you can see me, Shanasana shaped legs. I might want to put a block here, you might. I'm all right that side, but it's not so good for me the other side. So let's open up the side here. Take your right hand to your shin and let's open. Reach the sky. Feel the space you've made. If the shoulder's tight, this is fine. You can wrap the arm round. I can reach up and over we come. Breathe well. Start to spin the ribs, the chest, round. Might even hook the foot and hang out there. Once again, letting gravity, the weight of your body and your breath gently ease you out. And you don't have to hook the foot. If you can't go that far, it's perfectly all right. I might be able to get my arm in a leg, the full posture. Do what feels right with you. If your neck's aching, you can always make a nice little pillow. There's tons of variations. You can always do that. That's it. That's the thing. It's about expression. It's about your own expression. You might want to start to spin your ribs, your heart towards the left. So really, it can become a beautiful twisty back bend. And I saw somebody in a picture once, and they'd spun around so much that they were in a back bend. Their back body was laying on their thigh. Can you imagine that? I certainly can't do that. Come up slowly. Well done. So let's turn round to face the front again. If you need to sit and rest, that's fine. You might just take a moment to sort of do a little. That feels quite nice actually. Let's all do that for a moment. This is called Cosmic Egg. Tuck the toes under, give yourself a big hug and take a little rock here. Cosmic Egg. I think we'll just stay there actually. We won't do the one I was thinking of. This is rather gentle and nourishing, isn't it? So you have a little rock, give yourself a hug. You get your forehead to your knees. I'm just looking up so my voice isn't muffled. Rocking gently. Feel the breath in your back. Breathe into your low back. Relax your low back. Breathe in between your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Well done. Come up slowly. Take your feet down. So I want to come onto hands and knees from here. I'm going to cross my ankles and just flip over, but you may have to come onto your side and come over. Whatever feels right for you. Let's just ease our spine out in some cat-cows here. Going to breathe in and look up. Breathe out, tuck the tail under, round the back. Forehead to thighs. And really out to the back like a scaredy cat, tuck the chin in. And then we come again. Tail lifts up the spine to the crown of the head. And you always move tail, spine, crown of the head, whichever way you go. Well done. Push down with hands and knees. You've got that good support. And however much yoga I do, and I do a lot of it, this is one of my favourite postures because it is so simple, it's very basic, but it's so good for mobilising your spine, for making space between your vertebrae. If you've got a job where you stand a lot or you sit a lot, your vertebrae can get quite compressed. They also get compressed when we get old, like me. And you see, people get quite shrunken, don't you? So this is going to make a lot more space and stretch the spine out. They do say you're only as young as your spine is flexible. Well done. Let's just take a breather. You can take your knees apart. I quite like to, you don't have to. You can just rest your forehead in your hands and relax here. You might want to reach your arms out in front of you and just drop your chest, your forehead down, or even your chest chin. You might want to bend your elbows and take your cheek to one side. That feels quite nice. Allow yourself to soften, allow yourself to relax. Feel your spine lengthening. Check you're not holding anywhere. Maybe just open up the inner thighs a bit more and let go. Good. So one more breath, because we've got to do the other side. Breathing in and out. Come up slowly. Well done. So the other side, I'll turn around so you can see me. Good. Take your hands to your heart and we come again. Inhaling. It's like you're gathering up the energy again. Put the thumbs, that's it. Come back to the space of the heart. That's one. See if you can open up your back bend even more. Push the hips forward, but firm the belly. Keep the tummy firm. You can look back if you like, if it's not too scary. Back to the heart. One more, and we're going to stay there. I'm going to turn the other way, because you're going to see me better when we come into the gates. Lift your heart. Take this back bend. So this is a bit of a challenge on the old balance, isn't it? How carefully can you step the left foot through without getting the wobbles? That's it. Draw the knee forward, it needs to be over the ankle. Take a few breaths. Slide the shoulders down the back, draw the ribs down, tuck the tail under. And maybe tuck your right toes under and sink a bit so you get more of a stretch to that big right front thigh muscle. Bend the arms, or hold the wrists, or take a little bit deeper up the arms. And open up the armpits, make more space through the sides of the body. Breathe well. Feel the breath in the ribs. So you've got that sort of lovely smile between your shoulders. And keep the low back lengthening so there's no crunching in the low back. Well done. Reach up, reach forward. Take your hands in a left foot or turn round again. So make sure you've got padding underneath the right knee if you need it. And reach. Stretch the toes up, push back through the left hip, but keep the knees soft, and lunge. Well done. Carry on. Keep the upper body nice and long. Your gaze is towards the edge of your mat, over the front edge of your mat. Good. See if you can sink a little bit deeper there. So good, isn't it? So good to stretch out the back of the legs and the front thighs. I love these stretches. So let's do this one. One more of these and the last one. Put the foot down and hold it. Just check the knees over the ankle. Place your right hand in the left foot. So quite like my block here, big book will do. Take a little peek behind you, what's going on there. Start to think of your belly, your ribs, your chest, all revolving. The shoulder rolls back. And then you can open. So you're rooting down, you're lengthening, and you're being expressive, and you're breathing well. Follow the breath. See if you can make even more space. You might even come into a little bit more back bend. It's beautiful. That's it. Breathe well. Breathe well. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. Well done. Let's come down, take your hand each side of that left leg and stretch out. So I'm going to turn around while you stretch. You may have a little bit of a wiggle here through the bum. That's it. And very gently lengthen the spine. So check the hips are squared off. Draw the right hip forward, left hip back, and then you can lengthen. That might be quite enough. A lovely flat back, gaze over my toes. Some of you might just take your hand and gently open out the back of that knee. Keep it soft. Some of you will come forward a bit more. Chin in the direction of the shin. It's only direction, whatever I say. You might be able to even give your shin a kiss. It's rather a long way to go. You might be able to turn the fingers round and very gently drape over that inner leg. Breathe well. Relax. And when you relax, you find that's where you can let go. You can let go in that beautiful place at the end of the out breath. Good. One more breath. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. We're going to keep that leg straight. We're going to turn. Well done. Take your block if you need it. So you can put the foot on the floor. It can be facing the front or a little bit out to the side, depending on your knee or hip. Hips are squared off. Left hand on left thing. Open up the right. Hang on and feel the space first. Check there's room between your shoulder and your neck. Beautiful. And relax. Breathe well. Open up the ribs, open up the lung. You might even want to take your left hand down. You might need just a bit of support there. You might curl the toes up. But you know, whatever you're doing is right for you. It's right for your body, so don't force it. Some of you have been practicing yoga for years, some of you are new. So please go gently. I think that's the real good thing about it. We adapted to suit our unique bodies. If you've got a stronger practice, you can hook the toe. Keep your awareness inwards. Where do you feel this? Opening up, saying hi to places we don't normally communicate with. Reach all the way back. Take a support if you need it and lengthen through the left side. So you might want to take the arm round if that's right for you. You know, if you've had sometimes the arm starts complaining, or you can reach up, come over. You can look up or look ahead. So use the breath. As you breathe in, feel an upward flow of energy all the way through the left side, the prana. And as you breathe out, apana, that downward flow of energy. And relax. Keep your tummy nice and firm. That supports your low back. Stay there. There's always the option of child or hands and knees. Some of you have to get rid of my little support for this, otherwise I get wobbly. Some of you lift the leg up, bend the knee, and you might be able to just push on the ankle, front of the foot, and open up to your tiny dancer, your little dancer, like a little baby dancer here. Push the foot into the hand. Open up the back bend more. Is the back of the head towards your foot, it's only direction. Resist with the hands. You get a nice stretch through the quad as well. Breathe well. Well done. Stretch out the leg. We're going to start to move. I might take my block. Move your right foot towards your right wrist. Okay? So you're just sort of facing the front of the mat again. You can curl the toes up or not and square the hips off. Open up to your wild thing. A gentler version of wild thing on your knees. Let go if it's right for you. You don't have to take the head back, but if it feels good, do. And one more breath. Breathing in and out. Lovely. So I'm just going to look at my right knee. Take my right hand down. I'm and come into Janushanasana gracefully. I'm turning around so you can see me. On this side, I do sometimes like a little bit of support with my dodgy knee, so a little bit here. Sometimes that helps me. Okay? Place your hand, your left hand on your left shin, and open up to the right. So we've already got space here, and then reach up. And this is perfect. You know, as soon as you do that, then to hold the foot and you're like that. You're side bending, you're not forward bending, remember. It's push the palm up if you like. It's better to get the shape of the posture right, and then we can go deeper into it. We need to work at basics first. Well done. So really ease into that right hip as well. Some of you can hook the foot. Some might get the elbow in a leg and push and open up even more. Some can do a double bind, so there's lots of options. Try to push your bum down on the right side a bit more. Breathe well into the right ribs, make the space, keep the neck relaxed. And this next starting to complain, you always make a little pillow and hang out there. You can always do that. We'll be even taller after this practice. 3 more breaths. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. Done beautifully. Should be facing here. I think it's really nice to take this cosmic egg. You know, I was going to do something different, but I decided on this today. You can keep your toes on the floor, you can lift them up, draw your ribs towards your thighs, and if you want to, forehead to knees and just rock. Very comforting posture, isn't it? Making the shape of a little egg. Gather in. Breathe into your low back. Relax your low back. Breathe out into that space between your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Come up. Cross your ankles or come onto hands and knees. Let's gently ease out in a few more. Cat, cow. So really pushing down with the hands and knees so you've got that support. The movement from the tail up the spine to the crown of the head. It's lovely flow now with a breath. Just feeling to any areas of the body that are a little bit stuck or tight today. See if you can breathe in slower. Breathe out slower. Breathe in soft and deep. Breathe out slowly. Use the mantra of the breath. And one more. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Take a little rest before we come up, either like you did before, head in hands. We do this, that's quite nice for now. Relax. Have a little rock maybe. Just feel the earth supporting you, holding you, and let go. Relax. Check you're not holding anywhere. Face is soft, brows soft, back soft. Feel the breath in the space between the shoulders. Relaxing. Let's come up slowly. So we're going to come into down dog. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees. And maybe if this is your first down dog today, it's the first one of this practice, you might want to do a little walk on the spot. You might breathe in, bend one knee, breathe out, hold. Breathe in, bend the other knee, breathe out, hold. Press down with your hands, spread your fingers out. And you've got this lovely stretch from the fingertips up the arms to shoulders, shoulders all the way back to your hips. Keep dropping your chest towards your thighs, lengthen the neck. And feel the symmetry of the pose. Feel balanced on both sides. Feel the length through both sides of the body. Down dog primarily makes space between your vertebrae. It's so good for stretching out your spine, but also for the back of your legs. Keep the neck long. Let's walk on the spot if you're not, and start to take a slow walk to the front of your mat. A slow walk to the front of your mat, little tiny steps. And there you are. We're in forward bend, and very gradually restack your spine. Roll the shoulders back. Just going to have a little drink of water here. Gets a bit hot, doesn't it? I'm very excited today because at this very moment, this is Sunday about 6 o'clock, I'm having a new grandchild. I'm having a new grandson. So he may have arrived after I finish this. I'm so excited. I shall have 8 grandchildren, then 4 of each. So let's start at the front of our mats. We do a little sequence, Om Namah Shivaya, and then go into some standing postures. So Om Namah Shivaya, which means I bow to the universal consciousness, I bow to the divine consciousness, which is present in all of us. It goes like this. So it's a nice sort of one, really. It means that we're all connected, we're all one. This is Om Namah Shivaya. Your little curtsy. Breathe in, breathe out. Before you start, your left leg is behind your right, okay? Do start, otherwise we'll get it wrong. Left knee behind right, okay? Your curtsy. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to move. Squat, chair, breathe in, breathe out. Right knee behind left, Om Namah Shivaya, breathe in. And out. Come to the centre. Breathe in. And out. Come a bit lower. Left knee behind. Breathe in. And out. Well done. So nice and strengthening for the legs. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. So next time the left knee comes behind, we're going to hold it. We're going to have a little side bend. So left foot, come on the outer left foot, take it back a bit more. Reach out with the left arm and open up to the right. This is a little side bend here. You might even take the right hand and pull on the left wrist. And one more breath, breathing in and out. So I'm just turning while you're there. So I'm on the Om Namah Shivaya, little side bend here. I'm going to come, and I'm going to just go to draw that knee through, come into my balance. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in. And don't worry about the wobblies, because some days are more wobbly than others, aren't they? Use the breath. Out, in. Let's hold flying bird for just 5 breaths. So think about the hips level. I know sometimes it's hard enough just to keep up. Quite like to flex my foot because that draws the left hip down, keeps it level. Keep the knees soft. Open your wings, lift your heart. You've just got 3 more breaths. Breathing in and out. Breathing in slowly. Thumb at the tummy muscles. Breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. Take that left leg down carefully. That's it. So we've got warrior 1 legs here, square the hips off. Take your right hand on your right thigh and lengthen through the left side. Take the arm back. I'm going to take my left leg back a little bit so I can sink deeper and reverse my warrior. So lovely strong back leg, keep the knees soft, but correct foot alignment, especially Pushing down through the outer left foot, the right knee's over the ankle. Let's stretch out our shoulders, so bend the right elbow, give the back of your neck a tickle, reach the left arm out. Let's push on there a little bit, see if we can work it down a bit there. So open up the shoulders. This might be enough for you, or you might reach the left arm out and you might be able to bind in a cow head behind your head. If you can't do the bind, it really doesn't matter. You can hold your t-shirt, or you can just go back to stage one. It's harder to do the bind on one side than the other, isn't it? And you can open up more. So we're still making this wonderful space between our ribs. You'll be so stretched out after this. Don't crunch in the left side. You know, if this is too much, you can always push down there a bit. See if you can open up even more. Keep the tummy firm. Well done. 2 more breaths. Rest the elbow very lightly, the right elbow on the right side, and come into a bound side angle. Bound side angle. Rest lightly. Push down with your feet. So if you want to push them out away in both directions, roll the shoulder back, roll the left shoulder back, draw the left hip back. So we've got this lovely flat back, and then when we straighten the front leg, you can take your right hand on the knee, the shin, or wherever, and you're in a bound Trikonasana. So this is love. I just love Trikonasana. That's my favourite posture, along with cat-cow. Draw the top shoulder back, tuck your right buttock under, square the hips off. It's such a most beautiful side stretch, isn't it? We want to make the outer edge of our spine, the outer edge of our body, this edge, the third side of your triangle. Knees are soft, but thighs are drawing up, legs are strong, and we're getting this balance, like we were talking about last week in Sthira Sukha. You've got good, strong foot alignment, rooted down through good, strong legs, but soft shoulders, soft breath, soft gaze. I can feel my spine clicking and adjusting. I love it. Reach up if it's right for you, or stay there. And open up, and the arms are strong. They're stretching intensely from your heart centre. So really lengthen. Just imagine they're stretching from your heart and not your shoulders. Let's do some big circles. Knees out and keep it. 1, 2. And on the 5th one, I'm going to sweep the arm back, bend the front knee. Meet me in Vira 2, but just briefly push your palms down, push them up, hands meet at the heart in a prayer. Step to the front. Well done. So we've got the other side now. On the Shivaya on the other side, the right foot's coming behind. So I'll come to the front and show you. Bend the knee. It's a curtsy, isn't it? Come into a curtsy. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So sometimes it can be a little bit wobbly transitioning from one posture to the other. So make sure you've got nice, strong, firm tummy muscles to do that. That's it. Maybe we can go a bit lower in this one. Sink, that's it. Just like this little chair there. So I think next time we're going to hold it. Sometimes I lose counts. Go back with the right leg and we'll hold it there. Meet me there. Well done. So if you look at the outer, it's kind of the edge of the foot. Good. That's lovely. There you are. And sink a bit deeper. Reach up the right arm. Take it round. Right hand and grab left wrist. Well done. So you stay there. I'm just turning round so you can see me. I'll go this way on now. You can stay at the front of your mat. And you're here in your little sort of reverse side bend. And very, very carefully, and this can be a wobbly one, so zip up the tummy muscles. We're going to step that left foot over. We're going to release the right knee. We're going to breathe in and out. Breathe in. Flying bird. Square the hips on. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and out. Breathe in back you go. Lift your chest. Maybe flex the foot because that squares the hips off. But if you want to keep the hips soft, no worries. Standing legs soft. Firm up the tummy. Soft gaze at something in front of you. Just 3 more breaths. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Lift that leg a bit higher. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. Step back gracefully. Put the left hand on the left thigh and reach the right arm up. Make the space and circle back. Reverse your warrior. Just going to adjust my legs a bit. So you always need to adjust to suit yourself in this. Remember, we root down, we extend, we express. So everybody is a little bit different. Keep that back leg lovely and strong and straight. Well done. Bend your elbow. Give the back of your neck a bit of a tickle first. Reach your right arm out. Let's open up the front of the body, open up the shoulders a bit. Make a bit more space in the front, the sides of the body. Some will stay there, some will reach the arm out. And I find the bind a lot easier on that side. I don't know about you, it's always different on different sides, isn't it? Breathe well. Sink a bit deeper. You're doing beautifully. Get that balance of strength, stability, but ease and softness. That's what we need in our practice. Very gently rest the elbow, tuck the right arm round, see if you can tickle the left inner thigh. So you're really rolling that shoulder back. It's a bit of a twist, isn't it? There. And now you can straighten the front leg. If you take your hand to your knee, it's perfect. Otherwise, you might be able to hook the toe or come down. Think about a twist. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out, start to twist. Roll that top shoulder back. Keep the knees soft. Tuck your left buttock under. It's in this lovely sort of bound triangle. Some will release the arm, but don't do it as the shoulder's tight today. Breathe well. So you can just look ahead, can look up. Try to keep the neck in line with the spine if you are looking ahead, not like that. Two more breaths. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. Fabulous. Bend the front knee. Virabhadrasana 2. Palms up. Prayer hands. How gracefully can you step to the front of your mat? Come this way. Good. So now I stand in front, you can see me. So shoulders, we've opened up a bit. Let's sort of gather in a bit. Breathing in, come up. Give yourself a big hug with the right arm in front there. Big hug and then come into a forward bend. Keep the knees soft. Maybe rest the ribs on the shelf of your thighs and have a little rock. Lengthen your neck and ease it all out. Let everything go. That's it. Let go. So from here, I'm going to eagle my arms. So right on top of left into the eagle. Come up slowly. If this is no good, still keep the hug. You've got eagle arms, okay? Let's have a little bit of a rock here, a bit of a twist. Get into what I call the nitty-gritty, where you are a bit tight, where are you holding? Circling. And a little back bend here. Stretch it out, come back as far as is right for you. Draw the elbows away, look heart, lift your heart. Good. And then release your arms, reach them out, palms face the back, interlink the fingers, lift your chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, reach down with your hands, hinge from the hips, keep the knees soft if you need to, firm up the tummy, and over you come. So you might bend the knees and still rest the ribs on the shelf of your thighs. Or you might have the legs straighter. That would give the arms a bit of a wiggle. We'll shake from side to side. But just know with all forward bends, we're moving from the hips, our chest is leading and our spine is beautifully relaxed and the neck's long. This is a lovely one because you keep the chest so beautifully open in this. Well done. Release the hands, bend the knees, come up through chair and give yourself another hug, left over right. Hug it in, straight the legs a moment, hold the hug. Take your hands and stretch between the shoulders. Keep the neck long, bend the knees and fold in, gather in. And just hang there and take a rock if you need. And just let gravity, the weight of your body and your breath gently ease you out and lengthen your spine. So your spine is just hanging from your pelvis. And you can keep the hug, or we can come up slowly, eagling our arms. It's left on top. And you can circle, you can take a little rock. Lovely. Just gently easing everything out. We've worked really hard today. That practice, haven't we? You've done well. Breathe in, little back bends. And then open your wings. If you remember which fingers were on top, can you do the reverse? The little finger that was on top last time is underneath. Don't worry if you've forgotten. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze them together. Lovely flat back and hinge over. Keep the knees soft, lengthen the neck. Keep the tummy firm. Spread your toes out, lift the arches, feel balance from the front to the back of the foot. Breathe well. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. This time we're going to come up to our little chair again. Take a seat. Take your hands down, come to seated. Take your hands behind you. Take your bum down and take a seat. Next little stretch out. Well done, we're nearly there. I think we'll take a little twist actually. I haven't done many little twists. Take your knees over to your left like that, okay? Then take your right foot and put it the other side of your left thigh. If you know what to do if that isn't right. You straighten the underneath leg. Good on that. Sit lovely and tall. Place your right fingers behind you. Reach left arm up and come back in a back bend. Then you've made space to twist all the way around. Tummy, ribs, chest, and then go. You can connect to the heart if you like. Or you can still give a little hug. Anything that feels right for you. Some of you like to take a little bind here. And in a bind, the wrap is always the grabber. That's the wrap of the left hand. Grabs the right wrist and pulls on it. So sometimes if you're in a bind, it's hard to sit up nice and straight, isn't it? I think I'll just take a hug today. So think about breathing and really lengthening from the root to the crown of the head. Drawing that prana energy up. And breathing out, softening apana. With each breath, just gently ease the spine round a bit more. Think about the tummy, the ribs, the chest, the shoulder, all revolving. And a wee bit more. Draw your tummy in. So good for your digestion, your liver, your energy levels. Good. One more breath. Breathing in and out. Now keep the body where it is and take a little gaze over to the left. Top the chin. Do nod if you like. Stretch out. Well done. Slowly come up. Just take the soles of the feet together. Let's do a little butterfly here. Ease out the inner thighs, inner knees. Lift your chest, sit tall. Sometimes it's really hard to get any further with this. So you might just want to imagine the inner knees, inner thighs lengthening as you relax. Wonderful. So let's just take the feet together. Take the right hand down, knees over to the right. Release the left foot, place it there. You can always straighten the right leg. But check you're not sitting on your foot and walk the left foot in and sit tall. Put your hands on your shin and sit tall. So you really feel that rooting down, that lengthening through the spine and the shoulders are soft. Place the left fingers behind you and come back. Then I've got room to twist. That's it. And you might just rest your hand on your heart or give a hug. Really feel your belly, your ribs, your chest, your shoulder all revolving. And maybe tuck your chin in and roll the head back. So remember the breath. Breathing in tall up that lovely straight spine. Breathing in the prana energy. And breathing out the apana energy. See if you can get your right ribs to just rest on your left inner thigh. So the spine has this corkscrew effect from the base of the spine to the crown of the head, and roll the left shoulder back. Look back if it's right for you. Really good for wringing out the digestive organs. I feel I stretch to the outer hip here, the outer left hip, the outer glute. A few more breaths. So breathe in, grow tall, breathe out, draw the belly in a bit more. Think about breathing in energy, releasing any energetic blockages. Breathing in energy, letting go. And then very gently, keep the body twisted and just take the gaze round and tuck the chin in and stretch out the neck one more time. Relax the shoulders. Slowly come out of this, straighten the legs. I'm going to breathe in. And lengthen after that twist. And just two more. You can come back if you want, but watch your back, keep the tummy firm, and reach, just like you've got to reach for something in front of you. Don't lose your trousers. Come back. And this time you might just give yourself a lovely, delicious hug and fold over. You might have a stronger practice, you might be able to hook the foot or take your strap. Do what feels right for you, but gather in and breathe well. Breathe into your low back, relax your low back. Breathe out into the space between your shoulders, soften your shoulders and let go. And start to slow down the breath, slow down your thoughts, and let's start to come to a quieter place, a quieter letting go place. So we're just taking time to absorb all the good work we've done today. And very gently come up and find a comfy, cosy place for Shavasana. It really is your most important posture. So please get props, please get anything you need, cushions. Take time to get cozy. Take time to get cozy. That's it. It's a best posture. I'll get my candle. I'm sorry you can't smell it. It's a beautiful rose-scented candle. I really love rose. It's one of my favourites. Rose and neroli are my favourites. So take a comfortable seat. Take time to settle. Have the knees bent. You can have the soles of the feet together in Supta Baddha Konasana, or the legs out in front of you with a little space between the legs, between the feet. And as you relax, feel the tops of your thighs heavy. The tops of your shoulders heavy. And after practice, where we put so much attention to these lateral stretches, notice if you feel a greater sense of spaciousness in the sides of the body. Notice after exploring the area between the shoulders, if it feels easier to breathe. Let's just take a few slow, deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out and completely letting go. Just letting go a little bit further with each breath. Allowing the earth to hold you, support you. Just melting into the support of your mat. Letting go Eyes soft, jaw soft. So beautifully relaxed now. Give yourself permission just to be. Permission just to be. So slowly letting go of the practice of Shavasana. Maybe take a few deeper breaths. Feel you can take all that energy into your fingers and toes and start to wriggle fingers and toes. Stretching your arms and legs. A little bit more movement wherever you need to, maybe taking the head gently from side to side or drawing the knees into the chest. Having a little roll to massage the back. Very slowly come and lay on your side. You know, it doesn't really matter which side. We usually say right side because it gives you a bit more room for the heart, but I don't think it matters too much. And then put your hands out and feel the earth and slowly open your eyes and help yourself up to seated so we can finish the practice. And bring yourself up. Give your hands a lovely rub here. And feel the energy moving from your right palm into your left palm. And from your left palm into your right. And then when your hands are beautifully warm and it's not too hard today, just palm your eyes. Relax in the darkness. Soften your eyes. And slowly, slowly take your palms all the way around your face, open your eyes, take your hands to the prayer at the space of the heart. And namaste, everybody. I'm Shanti. Thank you for sharing the practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please like the YouTube and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Positive comments are always handy, but if you've got a negative one, just contact me directly. Thank you. Until next time, have a lovely week. Goodbye.